This Atlantic Broadband Channel 10 Sportscast is brought to you by the Community Giving Foundation, formerly the Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, helping families, individuals, and businesses create a lasting charitable legacy. The Community Giving Foundation, helping and enriching lives for good, forever. Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty Incorporated. Whether looking to buy or sell, choose the consistent market leader throughout the region. No matter what your next step is, Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty is always one step ahead. First Columbia Bank and the First Columbia Teen Star Musical Competition. The 11th annual Teen Star event will take place this May. Registration is now open. Keep checking the First Columbia Teen Star Facebook page for more details or the firstcolumbiabank.com website. And by Atlantic Broadband, featuring unlimited fast internet, cable television, and phone options with straight-up pricing. Call today or log on to atlanticbb.com for information or to upgrade. Welcome to Atlantic Broadband Channel 10's coverage of high school baseball. A good matchup today, the Dallas Mountaineers at the Berwick area Bulldogs. Always a good matchup when these two teams come together. Let's take a look at the Dallas Mountaineers. They're coming in 7-3 overall this season. They're in the midst of a 6-game winning streak, so they've won 6 straight, hoping to make it 7 today. Coach Ken Kashatis tells us that they're firing on all cylinders, meaning they're playing very well at every position. They've got a very tough roster, and they are big hitters. Again, 7-3 Dallas Mountaineers, thanks to Michael Richards for helping to get the information to you. For the Berwick area Bulldogs, struggling a little bit this year. They're 1-7, although they have been in most of the games that they have lost. They're struggling to put together complete games so far this season. They're hitting well, and they're fielding well, but just not always during the same game. Seems to be the problem, but they're getting better every time. They're a fun and enthusiastic group of players, and they're hardworking and very passionate about this game, according to head coach Brian Pinterich. And our thanks to Bo Orlando for helping to get this information to you as well. We are going to get underway with Dallas at Berwick after this. It's a beautiful afternoon. We'll tell you all about that when we come back. You're watching high school baseball on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10. The 11th annual First Columbia Teen Star Musical Competition is coming. Time for high school students in Columbia County and the Danville School District to start looking for that perfect audition song for this year's virtual event. Registration is now open. Keep checking the First Columbia Teen Star Facebook page for more details or the firstcolumbiabank.com website. The 11th annual virtual First Columbia Teen Star Musical Competition coming soon.
First Columbia Bank.
Taking the right steps to find your perfect first home can be difficult, but with Century 21 Covered Bridges, we're here to make that journey with you. We can guide you through the buying process and how to explore all of your options. Our agents embrace technology and innovative marketing strategies, so when it comes to making the big decision, you'll have full confidence that you made the right choice. If you're looking to buy or sell, choose the consistent market leader in Columbia County. No matter what your next step is, Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty is always one step ahead.
The Community Giving Foundation, formerly the Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, is a regional philanthropic organization investing endowment funds, large and small, to benefit the communities and residents of the Central Susquehanna region. With nearly 300 funds, the foundation has provided more than $2.8 million in grant investments annually, helping many families, individuals, and businesses create a lasting charitable legacy. The Community Giving Foundation, helping and enriching lives for good, forever.
Ready for a better business communications experience? Start with a better communications partner. At Atlantic Broadband Business, we connect you with the latest in advanced technologies and fiber-based solutions and back them with local, responsive support. It's how we've helped businesses of all kinds achieve big things, from becoming the launchpad of American theater, to creating an oasis in the heart of a major city, to making a difference in the lives of thousands. That's what it means to put partnership to work. Now find out what it can mean for your business.
And we're back at the Berwick area North Berwick Ball Field. It's a beautiful afternoon, 75 degrees right now. And finally, it's feeling like baseball weather. And we are just about to get underway here with Berwick hosting the Dallas Mountaineers. On the mound for Berwick is number 18, Tegan Shortledge. And first up is second baseman Zach Pagzuski. He takes ball 1. There's one down the pipe for a strike. That one's swatted up into the air. And that will go foul. That'll be strike 2, 1-2. Now the count to Zach Pagzuski. On deck is shortstop Cooper Lewis for Dallas. That one misses. It makes it 2-2. Just underway, if you're just joining us. Fouled back, still 2-2. Again, sunny skies, very little wind, so it's a very mild afternoon. That one misses. Full count now to Zach Pagzuski. Cooper Lewis is on deck. First batter at the plate for the Mountaineers. Swing and a miss, and Tegan Shortledge gets the first out of the game. Strikeout. And that's going to bring up the shortstop, Cooper Lewis. First pitch to Lewis. Drops in there for a ball. Here's the strikeout pitch from Tegan Shortledge. That's outside. 2-0 the count. On deck is Zachary Luksik, catcher. That one's down the middle for a strike 1. And that one is a shot out into right field. That base hit for Cooper Lewis. And Dallas gets their first runner. That'll bring up Zach Lewis. Luksik, excuse me. Keeping an eye on him. Here is Cooper Lewis. Solid base hit out into right field. Well placed shot. Runner at first and 1 out. And Luksik gets up underneath that one. That one could be, and it looks like it's going to be out of here. A 2-run home run for Zachary Luksik to put the Dallas Mountaineers up by a score of 2-0. Here you can see Cooper Lewis coming around, followed closely by Zach Luksik. There's one, and there's two. A 2-run homer by Zachary Luksik puts the Dallas Mountaineers out in front 2-0 here in the first inning. That will bring up Chris Killian, the pitcher. Takes ball 1. Only 1 out in this game so far. Swatted back down to Shortledge. Shortledge will toss this over to first to get the out. And that makes it 2 outs now for Dallas. And that will bring up Ryan Collins, the center fielder. Go back to Zachary Luksik. This pitch He nailed this one all the way right down the middle. Gets up underneath it, gives it a hard swat, and it goes out over that left field fence. A 2-run home run. That one's fouled off to Collins. Gary Weaver, the designated hitter, is on deck for the Mountaineers. Chris Killian right here, grounding back to Shortledge. Grabs the ball, throws it to first for the second out. There's the completion. 2 outs now, but 2 runs across in the first. That one's high. 2-1 is the count to Ryan Collins. He wanted to swing at that one, takes the strike. 2-2 now. We're in the first inning, 2 outs. Fouled back, still 2-2. Dallas, again, if you're just joining us, coming in late, they are 7-3 so far this season. And they're in the midst of a 6-game winning streak, hoping to make that 7 here today versus Berwick. Berwick hoping to stop that streak and get their second win of the season. They are 1-7 so far. Full count. And that one misses, and Ryan Collins walks. And that will bring up the DH for Dallas in the guise of Gary Weaver. Keeping an eye on Collins over there at first. On deck is left fielder Joe Peters. That one's in the dirt, and Collins is going to make his way to second. Of course, when we say dirt on a field like this, we're referring to past days when fields were grass and dirt. This is a artificial turf, one of the premier baseball fields in the area. Slow roller to the third, throw to first. And they get him, and that is where the top half of the first will come to an end, with Dallas getting 2 on a 2-run blast by Zachary Luksic. They're out in front as we head to the bottom of the first.
When your family starts growing, so do your housing needs. Taking the right steps to find your perfect home can be difficult. With Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty, we understand that your family is unique and your home should be too. That's why we take a personalized approach to every home buyer we serve. We recognize that buying or selling a home can be very stressful and confusing, and that's why we make sure we are right by your side for the journey. No matter what your next step is, Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty is always one step ahead.
We are excited to celebrate this new chapter in our story under a new name, the Community Giving Foundation. The logo suggests strength and growth, while that gentle arch indicates umbrella support for the people in our communities. The new chapter begins. Let's all together turn the page to a new beginning with the brand that we have built together.
The 11th annual First Columbia Teen Star Musical Competition is coming. Time for high school students in Columbia County and the Danville School District to start looking for that perfect audition song for this year's virtual event. Registration is now open. Keep checking the First Columbia Teen Star Facebook page for more details or the firstcolumbiabank.com website. The 11th annual virtual First Columbia Teen Star Musical Competition coming soon.
First Columbia Bank.
And there's also a firstcolumbiateenstar.com website you can go to as well. You can see some of last year's show still and get yourself registered, because you got to do that by tomorrow. Of course, if you're watching this on Thursday the 29th, it's late. He may be running out of time. All right, back to the first inning of baseball. Dallas at Berwick. Dallas getting 2 in their half of the first. This is Jack Dacier, leadoff hitter for the Berwick Bulldogs, and he will take ball 1. On the mound for Dallas is Chris Killian. Strike 1. 1-1 now, the count. That one misses. 2-1 now, the count to Jack Dacier, and on deck is third baseman Xander Schaefer for the Berwick Bulldogs. Berwick coming in 1-7. They've been in a lot of games, just haven't been able to get over that hump to get the wins. And Dacier gets up underneath that one. Looks like it might be caught. And it is caught there by the second baseman, Zach Pagzuski. And that will be the first out of the inning for Berwick. Dacier getting up underneath this one, getting it high up into the air. Lots and lots of time for Pagzuski to get underneath it and pull that one down. That one drops in there for a strike against Xander Schaefer. Tegan Shortledge, the pitcher, is on deck for the Berwick Bulldogs. That one misses. Catches the outside corner at a strike 2. 1-2 now the count to Xander Schaefer. 1 out. We're in the bottom of the first inning. Dallas out in front 2-0 on a 2-run homer. That one is down the middle for strike 3. Real nice pitch right there by Chris Killian. That'll be 2 outs. And it will bring up Tegan Shortledge, starting pitcher today for the Berwick Bulldogs. Shortledge takes that drop in there for a strike. Here is Killian with that last strikeout pitch right down the middle. This is Schaefer caught watching. Misses for ball 1. Adam Anderson, first baseman, on deck for Berwick. That one's outside. Two and 1 the count to Tegan Shortledge as he patiently waits for his pitch. That one goes way outside. 3-1 now to Shortledge. 2 outs, nobody on. We're in the bottom of the first inning. Dallas leading 2-0 on a Zachary Luxick 2-run shot over the left field fence. Three and 1 pitch. And Shortledge will take that and make it to the full count. We'll see if they give Shortledge the go-ahead to swing away on this one or not. Full count pitch. And that one misses outside, and Shortledge will take his base. And that will bring up Adam Anderson, the first baseman. Shortledge getting a pinch runner. I believe this is going to be Alex Peters coming to pinch run as Berwick tries to get right back into this game. 2 outs, a runner at first. Adam Anderson at the plate. Kevin Powers, the center fielder, is on deck. That one misses. And there goes Alex Peters to second on the passed ball. 1-0 the count right now to Adam Anderson. Berwick with the runner now in scoring position with 2 outs. 1-0 pitch to Adam Anderson. That one's going to catch the outside corner for strike 1. 1-1 now to Adam Anderson. Dallas keeping a close eye on Peters there at second. And Anderson steps away for a moment, regroup, think about things. That one's going to go way outside. 2-1 now the count to Anderson. Once again, a beautiful afternoon. Sunny skies, very light wind, if any wind at all. Temperature around 75 degrees when we stepped out onto the field today. And Anderson gets up underneath that one and will slap that one foul. That'll make it 2-2 to him. 2-2 to him. And the CDC just came out with some new guidelines today saying if you're vaccinated and outdoors, you're good to go to take your mask off and have some fun. So most of the people here, even though they've been doing it for quite a while now, are out here without masks, enjoying a day like they used to. That one's inside. That makes it a full count to Adam Anderson with Kevin Powers on deck. Chris Killian trying to work out of this one. And umpire calls that strike 3. And so Berwick leaves the runner stranded. We'll head into the second with the score Dallas 2, Berwick nothing. You're watching high school baseball on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10.
The Community Giving Foundation, formerly the Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, is a regional philanthropic organization investing endowment funds, large and small, to benefit the communities and residents of the Central Susquehanna region. With nearly 300 funds, the foundation has provided more than $2.8 million in grant investments annually, helping many families, individuals, and businesses create a lasting charitable legacy. The Community Giving Foundation, helping and enriching lives for good, forever. The 11th annual First Columbia Teen Star Musical Competition is coming. Time for high school students in Columbia County and the Danville School District to start looking for that perfect audition song for this year's virtual event. Registration is now open. Keep checking the First Columbia Teen Star Facebook page for more details or the firstcolumbiabank.com website. The 11th annual virtual First Columbia Teen Star Musical Competition coming soon.
First Columbia Bank.
And again, if you haven't signed up yet and you'd like to, your time is running out. If you're watching this on Wednesday, you've got tonight and tomorrow. And if you're watching this Thursday night, you're basically almost out of luck at this point. If you're watching on Friday, the 30th, the deadline has passed, and you missed your shot at $2,000. First pitch here in the second inning. We got Joe Peters, left fielder, at the plate. Swings away at that one. Tegan Shortledge on the mound. Drops that one inside. 2-1 now the count. Two and two. That one goes high, and that's a full count. To Joe Peters, left fielder on deck, is the first baseman Alden Conrad for the Dallas Mountaineers, leading 2-0 in this game here in the second inning. That one is slapped into the ground, picked up by the second baseman, thrown to first, and that is out number 1. With the play getting hit to Braden Boone, and a toss over to Adam Anderson at first. 1 out, and that will bring up Alden Conrad. He plays first base for the Dallas Mountaineers. Nice play right there by the Berwick Bulldogs. High and outside, ball 1. That is Joe Peters driving into the ground. We'll continue that in a moment. Shortledge doesn't take a lot of time in between pitches. 2-0 now the count. Continuation, second to first, 1 out. That one's high. 3-0 to Alden Conrad. Josh Peters, the right fielder, is on deck. And that represents the bottom of the batting order. That was across the inside. Strike one. 3-1 now to Alden Conrad with 1 out. And another nice pitch by Shortledge catches the inside corner. Full count to Alden Conrad. And he swipes away at that one, sends it down the third base line and out of play over there into the street/parking lot, which is alongside the North Berwick ball field. Great residential area, beautiful area back here. That one's inside, ball 4, and Conrad will get walked. That will bring up Josh Peters. And on deck will be the top of the batting order is Zach Pagzuski. One out, second inning. Josh Peters now at the plate. Alden Conrad is on first base. One and 0. The count to Peters. That one's just a little high. Makes it 2-0. 1 out with a runner at first. Zach Pagzuski is on deck. This is Josh Peters at the plate. And that one misses as well. 3-0. A lot of chatter from the Dallas Mountaineer dugout. You can hear that in the background. And that one misses. 4 straight pitches and another walk for Shortledge, and that will put runners at first and second for the Dallas Mountaineers. And we're back to the top of the batting order, and Zach Pagzuski, second baseman, now stepping up to the plate for the second time of the game. And Coach Pinterich coming out to talk to Shortledge a moment. So we'll remind you, this just came out earlier today. There's new CDC mask wearing guidelines out there. And they're basically saying if you're fully vaccinated, you can go outdoors and have a good time and enjoy a game like this as long as you stay relatively far apart from others or your immediate family. And if you're not vaccinated, you should still be wearing a mask, and that's basically what they're saying. So you're advised to continue wearing a mask indoors among large groups or events or where social distancing is not possible. Otherwise, if you're outdoors and moving around, you're okay not to wear a mask now. So things have kind of returned to normal around here, which is good news, and everybody is enjoying a 75-degree sunny day with no mask on here at the North Berwick ball field, enjoying this ball game. Dallas leading 2-0. Strike one to Zach Pagzuski with runners at first and second and 1 out here in the top of the second inning. Swing and a miss. That'll be strike 2. On deck is a shortstop Cooper Lewis. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Pagzuski. That one a little bit high. Ball 1. 1-2 now the count with 1 out and runners at first and second for Dallas. 1-2 pitch. He drives that one fouled on the third base line. Remains 1-2. You got Conrad Alden on second and Josh Peters over at first for the Mountaineers. Threatening again here in the second inning with 1 out. 1-2 is the count right now to Zach Pagzuski. Swing and a miss. 2 outs now. And that's going to bring up Cooper Lewis, the shortstop. We're back to the top of the batting order. Lewis bats second in the Dallas lineup. Runners at first and second. 2 outs now. Mountaineers leading 2-0 over Berwick, top of the second inning. Pitch from Shortledge just gets in there for a strike. Catches that lower right-hand corner. And that makes the count 0-1 now to Cooper Lewis. Hoping to bring home a run here, extend the lead if he can. Berwick trying to work out of a jam. The pitch from Shortledge goes low for ball 1. It's 1-1 now to Cooper Lewis. Check on the runner. And they call him safe. Alden Conrad Minke taking too much of a lead off, but able to get back in time. That one's low for a ball. Shortledge again trying to catch him. Just gets back, as you can see. Two and one the count to Cooper Lewis. Shortledge looks, the pitch. And that one comes across the plate, strike 2. That evens the count at 2-2 now to Cooper Lewis with 2 outs. Swatted down over to first. And a step on the bag, and that will be the end of the top of the second inning as Adam Anderson fields that one. Runs back to first base to get the third out. Heading into the bottom of the second, Dallas leads Berwick by a score of 2-0. You're watching high school baseball on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10. Here's a word from one of our sponsors, Century 21 Cover Bridges Realty.
Are you ready to take steps to settle down into a smaller, more comfortable home? Look no further than Century 21 Cover Bridges Realty. We can guide you through the buying process and how to explore all of your options.
Our passionate and educated realtors understand the unique needs of every home buyer, so we can help you find the best home to fit your lifestyle. If you are looking to buy or sell, choose the consistent market leader in Columbia County. No matter what your next step is, Century 21 Cover Bridges Realty is always one step ahead.
Let's be clear, your internet speed is more important than ever. Atlantic Broadband is helping you make sure everyone in your home has unlimited fast internet for all your changing needs with our new straight-up pricing. Whether you're working at home, streaming movies, virtually studying with classmates, or doing your best to stay connected to family and friends, with Atlantic Broadband, you can count on reliable coverage for all your devices. Call 855-255-1107 to upgrade to the reliable speeds you've been needing.
And you got to have some great internet these days to be able to go to work and school and stuff from home, although maybe that'll be changing soon as the guidelines for CDC mask wearing are starting to loosen up. People are getting vaccinated. By the way, if you haven't got it vaccinated, do so. It's the best thing for everybody. And we get a leadoff swat that is caught by the right fielder, Josh Peters, and that was Kevin Powers with the first pitch shot out in the right field, and that makes it 1 out now for Berwick here in the bottom of the second inning. That's going to bring up Blaine Cleaver, left fielder. Takes a pitch outside for ball 1. So as I was saying, trying not to be preachy or anything like that, but you're being asked to be part of the solution to this COVID situation we're in and get that vaccine. It's the best thing for everybody, and then once you got it, you're good to go. If you're not comfortable with the Johnson & Johnson, then don't get that one. Wait till you get the other one. Strike 1. 1 out. On deck is Keno Lopez, the DH for Berwick. Swatted down over to shortstop Cooper Lewis, throw to first, and they get the second out. That one misses. Keno Lopez at the plate for Berwick. He bats for right fielder Hunter Sterner. He's the DH for the team. Takes a strike, 1-1 now with 2 outs here in the second inning. Braden Boone, second baseman, is on deck for Berwick. That one's going to miss. 2-1 now the count. 2 outs, nobody on, bottom of the second inning. Dallas trying to go 1-2-3. That one's going to miss. 3-1 now the count to Keno Lopez. Lopez takes ball 4. So much for going 3 and out. Lopez will take his base on a walk. And now we'll bring up Braden Boone, the second baseman. Berwick again trying to get back into this game. Down 2-0 after a 2-run homer in the first by Zachary Luxick. Things have been quiet since then. Braden Boone now at the plate. A runner at first and 2 outs. Going to catch the outside corner for strike 1. Low, ball 1. It's now 1-1 to Braden Boone. Gabe Evanson, the catcher, is on deck for the Berwick Bulldogs. He represents the bottom of the batting order for Berwick as they try to get back to the top of the batting order and runs across the plate. Slow roller, shortstop, throw to first, and that one misses. Gets away, and Lopez winds up on third. So Berwick now with a runner in scoring position off of that errant throw. A slow roller from Boone over to shortstop Cooper Lewis, who tries to throw this on the fly, and it's just beyond the reach of first baseman Alden Conrad. And so now Berwick with runners at first and third. 2 outs. Gabe Evanson at the plate. On deck is the top of the batting order, and Jack Dacier. Takes strike 1. Berwick threatening here in the bottom of the second inning, trying to get one of those runs back. And pitcher Chris Killian trying to work out of a jam. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Evanson. That one's going to get away. And all that happens is Boone will go to second. So now Berwick with runners at second and third with 2 outs. Gabe Evanson, the catcher for Berwick, facing the 1-1 pitch from Killian. That one's outside. 2-1. That one's going to go foul down the first base line. That'll make it 2-2 now to Gabe Evanson. Again, Jack Dacier, top of the batting order, and shortstop for Berwick is on deck. We'll pull back and show you runners at second and third. 2 outs. A base hit drives home at least 1 run, and that's what Evanson's trying to do. He'll swing away. out into right field. And that is caught by Josh Peters, and Dallas gets out of the inning without giving up a run. Heading into the third, Dallas leads 2-0 over Berwick. Here's some information about the First Columbia Teen Star Musical Competition. Your deadline to enter, if you're a Columbia County high school student or a student in the Danville High School, the deadline is Thursday the 29th. So you got to get those audition tapes ready and in to be part of this year's show, and good luck.
The 11th annual First Columbia Teen Star Musical Competition is coming. Time for high school students in Columbia County and the Danville School District to start looking for that perfect audition song for this year's virtual event. Registration is now open. Keep checking the First Columbia Teen Star Facebook page for more details or the firstcolumbiabank.com website. The 11th annual virtual First Columbia Teen Star Musical Competition coming soon.
First Columbia Bank.
We are excited to celebrate this new chapter in our story under a new name, the Community Giving Foundation. The logo suggests strength and growth, while that gentle arch indicates umbrella support for the people in our communities. The new chapter begins. Let's all together turn the page to a new beginning with the brand that we have built together.
And do yourself and your community a favor. Go to csgiving.org and find out more about the Community Giving Foundation. It's a really great organization that can help a lot of people. If you're looking to give back to your community, that's one way to do it. Ball one from Shortledge to Zachary Luxick. And this young fella slapped a two-run homer over the left field fence his last time at plate. And he is facing a count of 1-1 right now. On deck is pitcher Chris Killian. That one's low for a ball. 2-1 now the count. Nobody out. We're in the top of the third inning. Dallas leading 2-0. Courtesy of that guy at the plate right there with a two-run homer. That one misses. 3-1. Zachary Luxick bats third in the Dallas lineup. He is the catcher. Swing and a miss. That'll be strike two. And Shortledge, Teagan, trying not to give him anything big to hit at like last time. That one's going to miss, and Luxick will walk. Nobody out, a runner at first. And pitcher Chris Killian, who bats fourth in the lineup, going to get a pinch runner for Luxick. So Dallas putting some speed on the bases, trying to maybe extend their lead. They're 7-3 coming into this game, by the way, in the middle of a 6-game winning streak. Strike one from Teagan Shortledge to Chris Williams, or Killian. Ryan Collins, the center fielder, is on deck. 0-1 pitch, runner at first, nobody out. And Killian gets up underneath it. Here goes center fielder Kevin Powers. First out of the inning. And that's going to bring up Ryan Collins, the center fielder for Dallas. Runner at first, one out. And it goes high for a ball. Chris Killian getting up underneath this one. Hangs up there quite a while. Kevin Powers with plenty of time to get a beat on that one, get underneath it, and to make the grab. One out. Ryan Collins at the plate. He will foul this one way off at the first base line. 1-1 to Ryan Collins, and that puts Shane Healy, actually Gary Weaver, the DH, on deck. That one's going to miss. 2-1 now the count. Runner at first. Quick throw. Keeping a close eye on that pinch runner. And Collins takes a big cut at that one. Does not connect. That will make it 2-2. Another check on the runner. Checking that number. It's either Sean Landry, possible, number 22, pinch running for Zach Luxick. Swatted down. Third baseman to first. And they're going to say that Collins beat the throw. One out with runners at first and second. Dallas threatening again here in the third inning. That brings up Joe Peters. Excuse me, Gary Weaver, who fouls that one off. Again, the throw from third baseman Xander Schaefer is close. Oh and 1 the count to Gary Weaver, the DH. That one goes low for ball one. Another check on that throw. On the bag. And the tie will go to the runner, but it looked as if Collins did beat that one out. So runners at first and second. 1-1 is the count. And they want to keep a close eye on the runner at second, whom I believe is Sean Landry. Runners at first and second for Dallas. Looks actually like Mike Tominski, number 33. Numbers can be hard to read. That one is inside for a ball. I believe the count is now 2-1. There's only one out. We're in the top of the third inning. Dallas trying to expand their lead here. 2-1 pitch to Weaver. He gets up underneath it. And that one's going to get caught by Hunter Sterner, the right fielder. And they'll bring that one in. But pinch runner Tominski will slide into third. That puts runners at first and third with 2 outs. As Gary Weaver pops out, Joe Peters now coming up to the plate, left fielder for this Dallas Mountaineers baseball team. 2 outs. Tegan Shortledge keeping an eye on first and third. Strike one called. Getting the fly out by Gary Weaver. Runners at first and third now. 2 outs. The 0-1 pitch to Joe Peters. That one misses. 1-1. We've got Alden Conrad, the first baseman, on deck for Dallas. Ryan Collins over at first, and pinch runner Mike Tominski is now on third after he tagged up and on that fly out. And Peters will slap that one foul. Down the third base line and out of play. It's now 1-2 with 2 outs and runners at first and third, as you can see right there. on this gorgeous Tuesday afternoon in Berwick. Swapping out the ball a little bit there. We'll remind you, like a copy of this game on DVD we make available, send us an email, dfarley@atlanticbb.com. We'll send you back an order form that you can fill out and mail in with your payment, and then we'll make the DVD and get it to you. The whole process takes a week to 10 days, but still nice if you want to keepsake. Again, dfarley@atlanticbb.com. All right, they are back to action here. The count is 2-1 to Joe Peters. Runners at first and third, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, and that will end the top of the third. Dallas leaves 2 stranded. They still lead 2-0 over Berwick. We'll see how they respond, Berwick. After this, you're watching high school baseball on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10.
Taking the right steps to find your perfect first home can be difficult, but with Century 21 Covered Bridges, we're here to make that journey with you. We can guide you through the buying process and how to explore all of your options. Our agents embrace technology and innovative marketing strategies, so when it comes to making the big decision, you'll have full confidence that you made the right choice. If you're looking to buy or sell, choose the consistent market leader in Columbia County. No matter what your next step is, Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty is always one step ahead.
Let's be clear. With Atlantic Broadband, you'll always enjoy unlimited fast internet and endless entertainment. We're all living our lives in ways we never expected. Our day-to-day needs have changed, and that's why we've made our products and services even better. Like always knowing exactly what you'll pay with our straight-up pricing. To learn more about how you can upgrade, call us at 855-255-1107 for exciting new products and services.
All right, we are back at the North Berwick Ball Field. And a reminder that you can watch these games on YouTube as well after they've appeared on our channel. Channel 10 for a day or two like that. We put them up on YouTube. We'll show you that in a few minutes again. We have got Jack Dacier, leadoff hitter for Berwick, back up at the plate. So we're back to the top of the batting order. And the count now is 1-1 to Dacier. Still on the mound is Chris Killian for the Dallas Mountaineers. They lead 2-0 in this game. Bottom of the third inning. That one's going to miss. 2-1. Now the count to Jack Dacier. Xander Schaefer, third baseman, is on deck. Here's the pitch from Killian. Just a little low, and that will make the count 3-1. Nobody out. We're in the bottom of the third inning. This game moving along nicely on a beautiful spring afternoon. Swing and a miss by Dacier. He wanted that one. That makes it a full count. Xander Schaefer is on deck, and then we got Tegan Shortledge, the pitcher, bats third in the lineup. So that makes Jack Dacier the leadoff hitter. Berwick has batted around, and he swats this one out into left field, and that one is easily caught by the left fielder Joe Peters, and that will be 1 out. And it will bring up Xander Schaefer. Again, I'll remind you, if you want to watch these games on YouTube, you can. We don't leave them up forever. They're only up for like 3 weeks or so like that. But after that, you got to buy a DVD if you want a copy. But go to YouTube, search for Atlantic Broadband Channel 10, and you'll see all the games that we have available for you to watch online. A little bit high for ball 1 to Schaefer. And if you have Atlantic Broadband and the TiVo, that means you can watch it right there on your television. Swing and a miss by Schaefer. It makes the count 1-1. 1 out. Bottom of the third inning. Tegan Shortledge on deck. Xander Schaefer set the third baseman at the plate. He takes a short swing, drops it in there for a base hit. Xander Schaefer getting a base hit. Putting a runner on for Berwick with 1 out. And that is going to bring up Tegan Shortledge, the pitcher. He bats third in the lineup. He'll be hoping to bring Schaefer around and help Berwick get back into this game. They're only down 2-0. Very early in the game yet. Not quite halfway through. Only down by 2 runs. First pitch is ball 1. Here's Xander Schaefer. A solid shot out into right field for the base hit. 1-0 the count now to Tegan Shortledge. Adam Anderson is on deck. And Shortledge wanted that one. Takes a big cut, comes up empty on that, makes the count 1-1. That one drops a little late, makes it ball 2, 2-1. That one's going to miss as well. We got Xander Schaefer on first after a base hit. With 1 out, Tegan Shortledge now facing a 3-1 pitch from Chris Killian. And that one's going to go right down the middle. That'll make it a full count. With 1 out, a runner at first. Berwick needing some base runners and some runs. Adam Anderson is on deck. Here's the full count pitch to Tegan Shortledge. Shortledge swats it down and gets through for a base hit. That'll put runners at first and second with only 1 out. And we'll bring Adam Anderson, the cleanup hitter, coming in, pinch runner coming in for Shortledge. Full count pitch goes right down the middle. Shortledge swats it into the ground. It gets underneath the glove of third baseman Shane Healy for a base hit and puts runners at first and second for Berwick. With only 1 out, Adam Anderson, the cleanup hitter and first baseman, stepping up to the plate for the Bulldogs as they are threatening to get back into this game now. Dallas with a 2-run lead. That one's going to miss for a ball 1. Again, only 1 out. Alex Peters pinch running for Shortledge over at first. And Xander Schaefer, third baseman, is at second. Only 1 out. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Adam Anderson. Slow roller, stopped. They're going to throw the first. And umpire is going to call Anderson out at first. So a nice play by third baseman Shane Healy. He dives to stop the ball and gets the throw away. The runners move to second and third, but now there are 2 outs. This is Kevin Powers, center fielder now at the plate. He'll take strike 1. Adam Anderson right here driving this one down. Look at this work here by third baseman Shane Healy. Diving for the ball, able to get back up on his feet. Notices that Anderson's not quite there yet, throws it away, and just beat him. There's strike 2. Another look at that throw by Healy. By half a step. Nice work. 0-2 pitch to Kevin Powers. Blaine Cleaver is on deck. That one will go low. It makes it 1-2. 2 outs now with runners at second and third for Berwick as they try to get back into this game. Swing and a miss, and that will bring the third inning to an end. Berwick leaves 2 stranded, threatening but couldn't quite get it together enough to get the runs across. And we'll head to the top of the fourth with the score Dallas 2, Berwick nothing.
The Community Giving Foundation, formerly the Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, is a regional philanthropic organization investing endowment funds, large and small, to benefit the communities and residents of the Central Susquehanna region. With nearly 300 funds, the foundation has provided more than $2.8 million in grant investments annually, helping many families, individuals, and businesses create a lasting charitable legacy. The Community Giving Foundation, helping and enriching lives for good, forever.
Okay, we're back. Short break. Dallas at Berwick. Top of the fourth inning now. Dallas leading in this game by a score of 2-0, courtesy of a two-run homer in the first inning by Zachary Luxick. And right now we have got Alden Conrad at the plate. And he has got strike one to him. After that one gets fouled back. That one's low. Ball 1-1-1. Top of the fourth inning. Alden Conrad is at the plate with Josh Peters, the right fielder, on deck. High and inside. Ball 2. 2-1. Swat down the first base line to the second baseman, throw to first, out number 1. Good play, the hit over to second baseman, Braden Boone, throw over to first, Adam Anderson, out number 1. That is going to bring up Josh Peters. He is the bottom of the batting order for Dallas. He's going to foul that one back. Another look at that. Good play. Braden Boone picks it up. And the throw to Anderson over at first. 1 out. Strike 2 to Josh Peters. That puts the top of the batting order. Zach Pagzuski on deck. He plays second. This is Josh Peters, the right fielder. A little bit low from Shortledge, ball 1. 1-2 now the count with 1 out. And a called third strike, and that one drops right across the numbers for the second out. Nice pitch by Shortledge. And that'll make it 2 outs with the top of the batting order stepping up to the plate in Zach Pagzuski. Inside. Here's that last pitch from Shortledge. Right across the plate for strike 3. Pagzuski gets up underneath this one. Should be handled out there, and it is by the right fielder, Hunter Sterner, and that will end the top of the fourth inning. A quick inning, 1-2-3. Dallas still leads 2-0 over Berwick.
When your family starts growing, so do your housing needs. Taking the right steps to find your perfect home can be difficult. With Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty, we understand that your family is unique and your home should be too. That's why we take a personalized approach to every home buyer we serve. We recognize that buying or selling a home can be very stressful and confusing, and that's why we make sure we are right by your side for the journey. No matter what your next step is, Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty is always one step ahead.
And as you've been hearing, it's a hot real estate market, so give Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty a call today and see if they can help you out on your purchase or your selling of a property. All right, we're back at the game. It's the bottom of the fourth inning right now. Berwick back at the plate. And Blaine Cleaver pops this one up into the air. Should be handled, and it is, by the third baseman, Shane Healy, and that will be out number 1. Blaine Cleaver, an infield fly out. That'll bring up the DH, Kino Lopez. One out, nobody on. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning. Outside for a ball. Blaine Cleaver swatting that one up into the air. Plenty of time for third baseman Shane Healy to get underneath that one, which he does. That one misses. Ball two now. The count to Aquino Lopez, who bats for Aquino Lopez. On deck is Braden Boone. Slow roller to short, throw to first. Out number 2. Two outs now, nobody on. Braden Boone for Berwick coming up to the plate. Aquino Lopez doesn't quite get enough of that one. Over to Cooper Lewis, who gives it the toss to Alden Conrad at first. 2 outs. Braden Boone at the plate. Gabe Evanson is on deck. Swing and a miss. 2 outs, nobody on for Berwick. Boone is the second baseman for the Bulldogs. Bats 8th in the lineup. Umpire nearly called that one a strike, so that one just missed. 1-1 now to Braden Boone. Gabe Evanson, the catcher, is on deck for Berwick, and then we're back to the top of the batting order. Berwick needing a couple runs to get back into this one. That one just across the knees for strike 2. So 1-2 now the count to Braden Boone. Chris Killian still on the mound for the Mountaineers. 1-2 pitch. And Boone tags it, sends it back. And it is caught, though, by the right fielder, Josh Peters. And that is where the inning will come to an end, as Braden Boone gives that one a nice ride. But that one hung up there for quite a while. Josh Peters having to go all the way back to the right corner before being able to bring that one in and bring an end to the 4th inning with the score Dallas 2, Berwick nothing. Here's a word from the First Columbia Teen Star competition. Again, the deadline is Thursday, April 29th. If you're watching this on Friday, April 30th, you have missed the deadline. So get your audition tape, your audition phone, whatever you do, get that ready and get into the competition while you can.
The 11th annual First Columbia Teen Star Musical Competition is coming. Time for high school students in Columbia County and the Danville School District to start looking for that perfect audition song for this year's virtual event. Registration is now open. Keep checking the First Columbia Teen Star Facebook page for more details or the firstcolumbiabank.com website. The 11th annual virtual First Columbia Teen Star Musical Competition coming soon.
First Columbia Bank.
All right, we are back. It's the top of the 5th inning now. Dallas leads Berwick by a score of 2-0. The only scoring in this game came in the first inning off of catcher Zach Lutzik, who popped one over the left field fence, a 2-run homer, and that's all the scoring we've had throughout this game. Berwick settled down after that, and so did Dallas. Tegan Shortledge on the mound for the Berwick Bulldogs. And a shot past the short glove. And that was Cooper Lewis, by the way, his second pitch. Good for a base hit. Nobody out. Runner at first, and Zach Lutzik, again, who's the got the only runs, counts for the only runs, a 2-run homer in the first inning. Strike 1 to him. Cooper Lewis right here, slapping this one past shortstop Jack DeSierra, makes the dive for it, just can't get there in time, winds up on first. 0-1 to Zach Luxick. Chris Killian is on deck. They're in the heart of the Dallas batting lineup. That one's over to short. And a dive for the bag. They get the force out. Heads up play. Shortstop Jack Dacier grabs the ball. Kind of gets away from him, but Braden Boone is there to pick up the slack. So they get the out, but they keep a runner at first. And now we have got Chris Killian, the pitcher, at the plate. He takes ball one. That's in there for a strike. 1-1 now the count. Luxick over to Dacier. Loses it, but a dive by Boone to get to second base to get the tag out, or the force out anyway. One out now. Again to Dacier, this time over the throw to first. And the double play doesn't work as the ball gets away from Adam Anderson there at first. They get the force out again, so 2 outs, a runner at first. Now we're going to have Ryan Collins, center fielder, at the plate for Dallas. 2 outs, runner at first. And that one's going to get through short and third for a base hit, and that will put runners at first and second. Here's the previous shot. Chris Killian, the force out at second, and the throw to first just off the mark. We get a base hit following that from Ryan Collins. Now it's Gary Weaver, the DH, at the plate. He slaps this one down fair, and that's going to bring home another run. Dallas goes up 3-0. A base hit by Gary Weaver. We got some catching up to do here. This is Ryan Collins getting a base hit, well placed between short and third. And then we get Gary Weaver taking the pitch, and he takes a late swing, slaps it down the first base line. It stays fair, and that will drive in the third run of the game. Dallas now leading in this one by a score of 3-0. Ball one. 2 outs. Runners now at first and third, it looks like. That one's going to miss. Ball two. And that one's going to go back to Shortledge. And he will keep it himself and get that last out. And that is where the inning will come to an end, but not before Dallas gets one more. Take one more look at that. From Joe Peters. Back to Shortledge. And he takes a beat on how fast he's running, says I can beat him. Gets on the bag just before the touch. And the score is now Dallas 3, Berwick 0, heading to the bottom of the 5th.
The 11th annual First Columbia Teen Star Musical Competition is coming. Time for high school students in Columbia County and the Danville School District to start looking for that perfect audition song for this year's virtual event. Registration is now open. Keep checking the First Columbia Teen Star Facebook page for more details or the firstcolumbiabank.com website. The 11th annual virtual First Columbia Teen Star Musical Competition coming soon.
First Columbia Bank.
We are excited to celebrate this new chapter in our story under a new name, the Community Giving Foundation. The logo suggests strength and growth, while that gentle arch indicates umbrella support for the people in our communities. The new chapter begins. Let's all together turn the page to a new beginning with the brand that we have built together.
Now, once again, you got to go to csgiving.org to learn more about the Community Giving Foundation. They do some great work, and you can help out as well. csgiving.org. All right, we are in the bottom of the 5th inning now. Dallas now leading 3-0 after getting another run in their half of the 5th. And this is Gabe Evanson, the catcher, at the plate, bottom of the batting order, and that puts the top of the batting order at the plate, unless I got that mistaken. That's Jack Dacier is on deck. Dallas getting 2 in the first and 1 in their half of the 5th. They lead 3-0. That one's going to miss. And a slow roller, second to first, and that is out number 1. We are back to the top of the batting order now with Jack Dacier with 1 out coming up to the plate for Berwick. Evanson grounding this one over to Zach Pagzuski at second, who then throws it over to Alden Conrad at first. 1 out. First pitch now, top of the batting order, Jack Dacier at the plate. Ball 1. Xander Schaefer is on deck. That one catches the outside corner. 1-1. Now the count to Jack Dacier, the shortstop for this Berwick team, leadoff hitter. Berwick managing to keep this game within reach. And that one's not going to drop fast enough. It'll make it 2-1 now the count to Dacier. Xander Schaefer, third baseman, is on deck for Berwick. Berwick coming into this game 1-7. And Coach Pinchridge says that they've been in every game, and they're still in this one as well. They just haven't been able to catch the breaks. Strike 2 called to Dacier, or get the hitting and the fielding to work within the same game consistently. Shortledge gave up a 2-run homer in the first, and that was it until this top half of the 5th inning when Dallas, with a couple of guys on base, were able to get one more across. That's where the scoring stands. And a reach by Dacier does follow off, so it stays 2-2 with 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. There's a look at the Berwick dugout. A little quiet over there. Everybody just kind of enjoying the 75-degree weather out here and the sunshine. Starting to feel like late spring, early summer now. That one's going to miss, and that will make this a full count. Now to Jack Dacier with 1 out. And we'll see whether he swings away or can get the walk. Xander Schaefer is on deck. Fouled back. Still a full count. Got a nice crowd behind home plate. And you got a lot of people out here in the outfield where we are watching this game. Full count pitch. Swing and a miss, and that'll make it 2 outs. So Dacier goes down swinging, and that's going to bring up third baseman Xander Schaefer. Bottom of the 5th inning. Dallas out in front only by 3 runs. Good job on the mound there by Chris Killian. And a good job by the rest of the team as well out there in the field. Strike 1 to Xander Schaefer. It's going to drop low. 1-1. 2 outs, nobody on. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Just across the knees for strike 2. Now it's 1-2. We're going to be seeing Berwick again a little later in this week as they will be traveling to Crestwood. So we'll be covering that game for you as well. They had a good game their first time out. That one's going to miss. That'll make it 2-2. So that'll be coming up later this week. And, of course, this is all weather permitting. And we also have another Central Columbia baseball game that's supposed to be really good coming up later in the week as well. So stay tuned for that. Called third strike. And Schaefer gets caught watching. And that will make us head to the 6th inning with the score Dallas 3, Berwick nothing. You're watching high school baseball on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10.
Are you ready to take steps to settle down into a smaller, more comfortable home? Look no further than Century 21 Cover Bridges Realty. We can guide you through the buying process and how to explore all of your options.
Our passionate and educated realtors understand the unique needs of every home buyer, so we can help you find the best home to fit your lifestyle. If you are looking to buy or sell, choose the consistent market leader in Columbia County. No matter what your next step is, Century 21 Cover Bridges Realty is always one step ahead.
Today, a flexible work environment is part of doing business. But with hosted voice from Atlantic Broadband Business, worrying about how it affects your team and your customers doesn't have to be. Now, you can enjoy anytime communications across multiple devices. Easily transfer calls and check voicemail from anywhere, and scale seamlessly to keep up with changing demands. Plus, do it all with 24/7 support and over 40 of the most sophisticated enterprise-class features. Call or visit atlanticbb.com/business today to learn more.
So many things you can check out with Atlantic Broadband. Go to atlanticbb.com and find out about your home services or your business services. It's all great, and we hope you'll check us out. Berwick has a new pitcher. Xander Schaefer coming in to pitch now for the Bulldogs. And that's going to be ball 1. And this is Alden Conrad now at the plate. Have a lady walking over on a microphone right there. Slapped into the ground. Short to first. And out number 1. Good play there by shortstop Dacier to throw it over to Anderson at first. Two and 0 the count. Top of the 6th inning. And it looks like we got another hitter in there. Mike Ropletsky will walk, if I got the number correct. Looks like number 5 is now in the game. So Dallas making some lineup changes. One out, now runner at first. Xander Schaefer now pitching for the Berwick Bulldogs. Runner at first and one out. Top of the 6th inning. That one is slapped down the first base line foul. So that'll make the count 0-1. There's a look at the runner at first. And again, we got to check that number to make sure we know who's there. We believe they've made some lineup changes here for Dallas. A big swing and a miss. That'll make it 0-2. That one swatted up into the air, way back, up in the air long enough. Left fielder Blaine Cleaver is there, and he does make the catch for out number 2, runner at first. Batter getting up underneath that one. That one hung up in the air for quite a while, giving Blaine Cleaver lots and lots of time to get underneath it and to pull that one in for out number 2. And Berwick nearly had him. Josh Peters over there at third. That makes this Zach Pegzuski. Slow roller to second, throw to first, and Berwick gets the out. So they leave a runner stranded, and that was Cooper Lewis, his 4th time at the plate. So we'll go back and show you that again before we go to break. Cooper Lewis at the plate with Josh Peters over at third. The pitch to Lewis. He will drive that into the ground over to second baseman Braden Boone. Throw to Anderson at first. That makes it 3 outs. Heading into the top of the 7th, or bottom of the 6th, pardon me. Berwick needs 3 to tie. It's Dallas 3, Berwick nothing. You're watching high school baseball on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10.
Taking the right steps to find your perfect first home can be difficult, but with Century 21 Covered Bridges, we're here to make that journey with you. We can guide you through the buying process and how to explore all of your options. Our agents embrace technology and innovative marketing strategies, so when it comes to making the big decision, you'll have full confidence that you made the right choice. If you're looking to buy or sell, choose the consistent market leader in Columbia County. No matter what your next step is, Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty is always one step ahead.
We are excited to celebrate this new chapter in our story under a new name, the Community Giving Foundation. The logo suggests strength and growth, while that gentle arch indicates umbrella support for the people in our communities. The new chapter begins. Let's all together turn the page to a new beginning with the brand that we have built together.
Okay, welcome back. Bottom of the 6th inning. Berwick is down 3-0, getting close to the end of the game here, so they're going to have to get those bats fired up here soon if they want to have any chance at catching up with Dallas. And we got a new pitcher for Dallas, and in for Dallas right now is Zach Pegzuski, who was on second. He's now pitching. Ball 1 from him. And a hard shot, base hit for Berwick out into center field. Tegan Shortledge with a leadoff hit here in the 6th inning. With nobody out, And again, Alex Peters coming in to run for Shortledge. Shortledge, I believe, has moved to third base now. Pegzewski with the pitch to Shortledge, and Shortledge drives that one right up the middle. Solid base hit. Runner at first, nobody out. And this would be Adam Anderson, first baseman at the plate. Berwick in the meat of their batting order, so if they're going to do anything, this may be the time it happens. We'll see. Dallas leading 3-0. And a big swing and a miss by Anderson. Kevin Powers, the center fielder, is on deck. Nobody out, runner at first. Bottom of the 6th inning. That's going to drop across for a strike. One and two the count to Anderson. Pegzewski takes a look at first. Anderson drives it to the ground. Third pick up, throw to first. And the throw to first was a little off the mark. And Conrad had to come off the base, so Anderson will be safe at first, and that will bring up Kevin Powers. Berwick now with runners at first and second, and nobody out. Actually, pinch running is Grant Albertson. Fouled off by Powers. Blaine Cleaver is on deck for Berwick. Grant Albertson pinch running is at second for Berwick. Nobody out. Runners at first and second. Powers swings at that dropping curve. Makes it 0-2. Adam Anderson right here moments ago. Driving that one into the ground. Third baseman Shane Healy gets the pickup, throws the first, but it's high. Pulls the first baseman off the bag. Runner safe at first. Powers gets up underneath it. A lot of people coming over for it. Finally, it is grabbed by shortstop Cooper Lewis, and that will make it 1 out with runners at first and second. Blaine Cleaver now stepping up to the plate. Cleaver will foul that one off. Kevin Powers getting up underneath this one, and it hung up there for quite a while. Finally, shortstop Cooper Lewis gets a beat on it, pulls it down. 1 out, runners at first and second now. Berwick with at least one runner in scoring position. Blaine Cleaver now at the plate. Kino Lopez is on deck. That one's going to miss. That'll make the count 1-1 with 1 out. Berwick in need of some runs here. Late in the game, trying to get their second win of the season against a pretty solid Dallas baseball team. Cleaver slaps that one way, way out there out of the fence. That should be enough to bring home at least 1 run, and it does. Berwick avoids the shutout on a Blaine Cleaver double in left field all the way to the fence. Drives in a run. And that's going to bring up Kino Lopez. Blaine Cleaver with a late swing sends this one over the head of left fielder Joe Peters. Winds up on second. Get a pinch runner for him. Number 36, Noah Strish. Berwick getting a run across here in the bottom of the 6th inning. That one's outside for ball 1. Still only 1 out with runners at 2nd and 3rd. And that one's going to go foul. That'll even the count at 1-1. Berwick threatening here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Runners at 2nd and 3rd. Only 1 out and 1 runner across here in the bottom of the 6th inning under new pitcher Zach Pagzuski coming in relief of Chris Killian. This is Kino Lopez. And he's going to take it off the shoulder blade as that one gets away from Pagzuski, and now that'll put runners at 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Bases loaded for Berwick with only 1 out. And Braden Boone due up at the plate. This pitch gets away from Pagzuski. We'll get back to that in a minute. Inside, getting a pitch from Pagzuski, gets away, and Lopez takes it off the upper left shoulder, takes his base. Now bases loaded for second baseman Braden Boone. He fouls it back. One and one, the count to Boone, with bases loaded and 1 out. Berwick trying to at least tie this thing up, and they've got the runners on base to do it. That one is fouled back. That'll make the count 1-2 now to Boone, with Gabe Evanson on deck for this young Berwick ball club, trying to get their 2nd win of the season. Late in the game, threatening a comeback. That one's going to be outside. 2-2 now the count. Zach Pagzuski now pitching for Dallas here in the 6th inning, coming in relief of Chris Killian, who got through 5 innings of no-run baseball. Now Pagzuski trying to work out of a jam. That one's inside, and that's going to make this a full count now to Braden Boone with bases loaded and 1 out. Pagzuski is going to want to try and make this one across the plate, but not give Boone anything really to hit either. He's not going to want to walk in a run. The pitch. And the throw to second. First. So they get the force out, but the run comes across. That makes it a 3-2 game. Dallas getting the force out at second. Boone pouring on the speed, beating the throwback to first. And with 2 outs, Berwick now has runners at 1st and 3rd, and Gabe Evanson, bottom of the batting order, coming up to plate. Strike. Boone slaps this one over to second. They get the throw to second base, and then the throw back to first is late. So they try for a double play. They got the force out. So there's 2 outs now here in the bottom of the 6th, and Berwick has got 2 runs coming across. Gabe Evanson at the plate. Again, runners at 1st and 3rd for the Bulldogs with 2 outs. As they are climbing back into this game after being down 2-0 most of it. There's a strike. And wow, that was close. Dallas thought for sure they had him, but Boone slides in there safe. So now runners at second and third for Berwick. That was a great throw by catcher Zach Luksic. This one's close. Umpire called him safe. So Dallas going to regroup now. 2 outs. Runners at second and third. Gabe Evanson at the plate for Berwick. Berwick getting 2 runs here in the bottom of the 6th, trying to make it 3, maybe tie this thing up. That's going to go foul. Take another look at that throw. Umpire called him safe. That was close. Two outs, runners at first, second and third. That one's just going to miss. One more look at that throw. Looked like he might have got him, but the umpire's right there. He says safe. Two and two, I believe the count is to Gabe Evanson with runners at second and third. Swing and a miss. And that is where the inning will come to an end. We're being told now that Berwick actually got another run that we didn't see come across, but they did get 3 in the bottom of the 6th inning. So we have a brand new ball game heading into the top of the 7th. All tied up, Dallas and Berwick. You're watching high school baseball on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10.
The 11th annual First Columbia Teen Star Musical Competition is coming. Time for high school students in Columbia County and the Danville School District to start looking for that perfect audition song for this year's virtual event. Registration is now open. Keep checking the First Columbia Teen Star Facebook page for more details or the firstcolumbiabank.com website. The 11th annual virtual First Columbia Teen Star Musical Competition coming soon.
First Columbia Bank.
Okay, and we are being told that the actual third run came across when they threw the ball to second to try and get the runner out, and that allowed the runner at third to go home, and that's how we missed all that. So some heads-up base running by Berwick gets them right back into this game. So we'll go back and look at that one more time, and I believe you're going to be able to see the runner come across. There's a strike. Again, the third run, there's the base runner, and then right in the background you see number 36, Noah Strish, come home, and that makes it a 3-3 game. So some heads-up base running. Got all caught up in that and forgot to watch in the background for the runner at third to just come strolling home. Tied up at 3. And we are actually in the top of the 7th inning, so we'll change that for you so we get it all straight and everybody's good on the same page here now. A lot of excitement happening. Berwick getting back into this game late in it. We're in the top of the 7th. That's going to miss. Xander Schaefer on the mound for Berwick, coming in relief of Tegan Shortledge earlier in the game. And this should be Zachary Lutzik. And he gets caught watching. Nice pitch by Schaefer. And that will make it 1 out. Xander Schaefer with a nice pitch. And Zachary Lutzik gets caught watching. That will bring up Chris Killian. That one just misses. Berwick fans excited. Dallas had a 3-0 lead heading into the bottom of the 6th inning. Berwick was able to even it up. That one's going to miss. I believe it's 2 balls now. 2-0 the count to Chris Killian. Ryan Collins is on deck. Killian gets up underneath this one, fouls it out of the park. So that'll make it 2-1. You can hear a mower in the background. It's a great afternoon for cutting grass. I've cut mine twice already. Had to charge the battery once. Stuff happens. Hard shot. Base hit for Chris Killian with 1 out. And that's going to bring up Ryan Collins, the center fielder. Again, Dallas right in the middle of their lineup as well here in the 7th inning, allowing Berwick to catch up in the bottom of the 6th, now trying to regain the lead. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Killian driving that one up over the middle, dropping right in front of center fielder Kevin Powers. 1 out and a runner at first. Ryan Collins at the plate. Gary Weaver, the DH, is on deck. A swing and a miss by Collins makes the count 0-2 to him with 1 out. We're all tied up here in the top of the 7th inning. And that's going to drop in there for a base hit. Just over the head of the second baseman for Berwick. And everybody's going to be safe. Killian winds up on third. Collins with a base hit. And now Dallas with a runner in scoring position with only 1 out and a chance to regain the lead here in the 7th inning. A nice place shot by Ryan Collins right here. Off the end of the bat, over the head of second baseman Braden Boone. Base hit, runners at first and third, and 1 out. And this should be Gary Weaver, the DH for this team, but yep, could be Weaver. Weaver check swing. They're going to call that a strike. So 0-1 the count now to Gary Weaver. Joe Peters is on deck, the left fielder. Dallas threatening here in the top of the 7th to regain the lead. Runners at first and third, 1 out. We're all tied up as of the bottom of the 6th inning. There's a slap, a base hit, and that is going to break the tie. And here comes Collins. That ball gets through, and they take a 5-3 lead. Dallas with some fancy base running, a base hit by Gary Weaver sends the runner at third home, and it also sends Ryan Collins, who took off and made a beeline around the bases, to wind up getting home himself. And now Dallas getting 2 more runs here in the top of the 7th inning to take a 5-3 lead and regain the lead. Joe Peters up to plate. Only 1 out as Weaver winds up on second. Slap back to Schaefer. Underhanded, they get the out. But the runner moves to third. 2 outs now. This was Weaver. Good shot out into left center field. Gets past everybody, and that allows Ryan Collins to pour on the speed and head on home. And they get 2 runs out of that single. and they get a 2-run lead. Alden Conrad at the plate. High for ball 1. Joe Peters right here. Slap on this one into the ground. Xander Schaefer picks it up. Only play is at first, so he'll underhand that one to Adam Anderson and get the out. 2 outs with a runner now at third. Strike 1, 1-1 now the count to Alden Conrad with 2 outs. And Dallas with a runner at third, trying to get one more if they can. That one goes outside for ball 2. Berwick down 2-0 through most of the game. Dallas was able to get another run in the top of the 5th to make it 3-0. In the bottom of the 6th, Berwick bats came alive. They tied the game up at 3, and here in the top of the 7th, they've given up 2 runs and allowed Dallas to regain the lead with a half of inning to go after this. So we'll see how they can respond. 2 outs right now and a 3-1 pitch to Alden Conrad with Josh Peters on deck for Dallas. And that one is going to go foul. Joe Peters getting a base hit right between short and third, and also right between the left and center fielders, which allowed Ryan Collins to go from first all the way home to get that second run of the 7th inning and make this a 5-3 game. Slap, Dacier to first, and a good stretch, and that is where the inning will come to an end. But Dallas gets 2 more to regain the lead, 5-3. Can Berwick at least tie this up in the bottom of the 7th, maybe even steal this one away from the 7-3 Dallas Mountaineers and get their second win of the season? We'll see after this. You're watching high school baseball on Atlantic Broadband, Channel 10.
Let's be clear. With Atlantic Broadband, you'll always enjoy unlimited fast internet and endless entertainment. We're all living our lives in ways we never expected. Our day-to-day needs have changed, and that's why we've made our products and services even better. Like always knowing exactly what you'll pay with our straight-up pricing. To learn more about how you can upgrade, call us at 855-255-1107 for exciting new products and services.
All right, Berwick was able to tie it up in their half of the 6th inning last time at bat. Let's see if they can do it again here in the 7th, maybe even eke out a win over the 7-3 Dallas Mountaineers. Berwick at the plate, down 5-3. Bottom of the 7th inning. If they can get 2 runs, they will tie this thing up. If they can get 3, they will outright win it. Strike 1 to Jack Dacier, top of the batting order. So Berwick has a chance here. Starting all over again at the top of the order. 1-1 the count. Zach Pagzuski on the mound for Dallas. That one's going to miss. Ball 2. That one goes outside. 3-1 now to Jack Dacier with Xander Schaefer on deck. Dacier slaps that one out there over the head of the right fielder, and Dacier is going to start the bottom of the 7th inning with a solid double out into right field over the head of right fielder Josh Peters. And that's going to bring up Xander Schaefer, his 4th time at bat today. Berwick bats coming alive late in this game. They're down by 2 runs, trying to at least tie this up and send it into extra innings if they can, maybe even win it. Xander Schaefer slaps that one foul. Again, that is Jack Dacier with a hard shot all the way out to the right field fence. Winds up on second. Nobody out. That one's going to drop a little bit too soon. 1-1 now the count to Xander Schaefer. Tegan Shortledge is on deck. He bats third in the Berwick lineup, so they are right where they want to be if they want to steal this one away from Dallas. That one's right across the plate, strike two. That'll be 1-2 now to Xander Schaefer. Nobody out. Bottom of the seventh inning. Berwick tied it up at 3 in the bottom of the sixth. Dallas got 2 more in their half of the seventh, and that's how things stand. Dallas out in front 5-3. Berwick trying to tie it up at least. That one is back to Pagzuski, and all he can do is throw to first to get the out. But Dacier does make his way to third. That'll bring up Tegan Shortledge. He'll do what he can to try and bring that runner home. 1 out, runner at third. Strike one to Shortledge. This is Xander Schaefer slapping that one back to Zach Pagzuski, who has nowhere to go but back to first. First out of the inning. 0-1 pitch. That one misses. 1-1 now with 1 out and a runner at third. Tegan Shortledge at the plate. Adam Anderson is on deck. Anderson is the cleanup hitter for Berwick. That one's going to turn inside for strike two. 0-1-2 the count to Shortledge. Now playing third. Started the game as pitcher. One and two count, 1 out, a runner at third. Berwick trying to tie this game up. That one's going to miss. 2-2 now the count. Bottom of the seventh inning. Berwick needing 2 to tie, 3 to win. Hard shot to short, and the throw to first. And they will get the out, but the run does score, and that makes this a 5-4 game with 2 outs. That will bring up Adam Anderson, and he will try to keep this rally going. Dallas within 1 of tying this game up in the bottom of the seventh. Possibly sending this one into extra innings. That one's going to drop across for a strike one to Anderson. Zach Pagzuski trying to work out of a jam and wrap this one up for Dallas. Dallas 7-3, going for their 8th win. Berwick hoping to get their 2nd. That one's going to be outside for ball one. 1-1 with 2 outs, nobody on. 1 run across here in the 7th inning for Berwick. They need 1 more to tie it up. They need 2 more to win. Adam Anderson, 1-1 pitch to him. That one's going to miss outside. Now 2-1 to Adam Anderson. Kevin Powers is on deck. And that's going to roll foul down the third base line and make it 2-2 now to Adam Anderson. Dallas got 2 in the top of the 7th. Berwick has gotten 1 back here in the bottom. They need 1 more to keep the game going. Swing and a miss, and that is going to be the end of the game. Berwick comes close. Can't quite pull off the come from behind win. This one ends with the score Dallas 5, Berwick 4. We will come back with a few final thoughts. You're watching high school baseball right here on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10.
The Community Giving Foundation, formerly the Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, is a regional philanthropic organization investing endowment funds, large and small, to benefit the communities and residents of the Central Susquehanna region. With nearly 300 funds, the foundation has provided more than $2.8 million in grant investments annually, helping many families, individuals, and businesses create a lasting charitable legacy. The Community Giving Foundation, helping and enriching lives for good, forever. The 11th annual First Columbia Teen Star Musical Competition is coming. Time for high school students in Columbia County and the Danville School District to start looking for that perfect audition song for this year's virtual event. Registration is now open. Keep checking the First Columbia Teen Star Facebook page for more details or the firstcolumbiabank.com website. The 11th annual virtual First Columbia Teen Star Musical Competition coming soon.
First Columbia Bank.
When your family starts growing, so do your housing needs. Taking the right steps to find your perfect home can be difficult. With Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty, we understand that your family is unique and your home should be too. That's why we take a personalized approach to every home buyer we serve. We recognize that buying or selling a home can be very stressful and confusing, and that's why we make sure we are right by your side for the journey. No matter what your next step is, Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty is always one step ahead.
And again, we want to say thank you to our sponsors of sports here this spring, and that includes the Community Giving Foundation. Look them up at csgiving.org. Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty, serving all of Columbia and Montour counties and Luzerne as well. And also First Columbia Bank and the First Columbia Teen Star Musical Competition. Again, the deadline to enter is Thursday, April 28th. If you're watching this on Friday, April 30th, you have missed the deadline. So the time to decide what song to audition with and to get your application in is right now. Do that, and the best of luck to you. And, of course, our friends at Atlantic Broadband. Check them out at atlanticbb.com for the latest and greatest offers and stuff that they have available to you. All right, Berwick nearly pulls this one off. They come up just a little bit short, and Dallas wins it 5-4. To go to 8-3 on the season. That's now their 7th win in a row. Dallas is now 8-3. Berwick drops to 1-8. In the game, Dallas got 2 in the first inning, and that was courtesy of a Zach Lutzik 2-run homer. Then they didn't score again until the 5th inning, top of the 5th. That made it 3-0. Berwick came back and tied it up in the bottom of the 6th, 3-3. Dallas got 2 more in the 7th. And Berwick can only get 1 more in the bottom of the 7th, and that's where the score ends, 5-4. Dallas had 9 hits and 1 error. Berwick had 6 hits in the game. We've got Zach Paczewski getting the win. Xander Schaefer takes the loss. For Dallas, the top hitters were Zach Lutzik, went 1 for 3 with a 2-run homer and a couple RBIs. Ryan Collins went 3 for 3 with a run batted in, or with a run scored, and Gary Weaver went 2 for 4 with a double and 3 RBIs. For Berwick, Jack Dacier went 1 for 4 with a double and a run. Tegan Shortledge, 2 for 3 with an RBI. Blaine Cleaver, 1 for 3 with a double and an RBI. And Braden Boone, 1 for 3 with an RBI as well. Again, the final this one is Dallas 5, Berwick 4. Dallas goes to 8-3 on the season. Berwick goes to 1-8. We'll see Berwick again later this week at Crestwood. We hope you join us for that and other games coming up in the very near future right here on Atlantic Broadband Channel 10.
This Atlantic Broadband Channel 10 Sportscast has been brought to you by the Community Giving Foundation, formerly the Central Susquehanna Community Foundation, helping families, individuals, and businesses create a lasting charitable legacy. The Community Giving Foundation, helping and enriching lives for good, forever. Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty Incorporated. Whether looking to buy or sell, choose the consistent market leader throughout the region. No matter what your next step is, Century 21 Covered Bridges Realty is always one step ahead. First Columbia Bank and the First Columbia Teen Star Musical Competition. The 11th annual Teen Star event will take place this May. Registration opens April 12th. Keep checking the First Columbia Teen Star Facebook page for more details or the firstcolumbiabank.com website. And by Atlantic Broadband, featuring unlimited fast internet, cable television, and phone options with straight-up pricing. Call today or log on to atlanticbb.com for information or to upgrade.